Industry splatter.
Wait, what is? Hold on. Huh? Wake up, Jake C.
Sorry, was I chattering indistinctly in my sleep?
You were, and you should be doing the Batch Boys because that's what it is. Welcome to it. It's it being the Batch Boys, and I am Brian S.
I'm Casey S.
I'm Jake C.
Alex F.
And it's the Batch Boys. It's the Batch Boys at this point. Officially,
And we are boys who love the Batch.
we are toasting to that.
Yeah.
Yes?
Jost.
Delicious. Jesus Christ.
How'd that go?
Sorry, I'm just coming hot off another podcast.
That's right. Jake's working in a new medium.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, he's
Casting
really
my fingers to the bone.
burning the candle at all ends. Just like Colton tonight.
Yes.
Because he was putting in overtime in getting these ladies out there.
Yeah, he was shipping them out one by one.
Whoa.
High
Whoa, you guys did whoa at the same time.
Whoa.
Whoa. We can't do it again. It's a once in a lifetime whoa.
Cool moment.
That was sick.
Should we end the podcast? End the pod?
Does that, listeners,
go
does
anywhere
that
from here.
sound like us just doubling up the audio in post? Because we didn't. We really did that.
Yeah, right in. Let
Yeah.
us know.
Yeah, we're not taking notes right now to double up the audio after we record.
Yeah, that would be silly of us.
Yeah, that'd be so weird. We would never do that. We don't have enough time. Because there's Bachelor to talk about. Because for real, it was a pretty exciting week, admittedly.
Productive week. A lot of
Very.
stuff going on.
A lot of cleaning out things that didn't spark joy.
Yep.
Shiny-
Kill
shiny
count.
Marie Kondo'd his way through this week, for
Yes,
sure.
he did.
That's funny. He's like, thank you, goodbye.
Well, seriously, any of the ones that weren't fun, literally that did not spark joy in him, he sent away.
Whoa, this is a really great
This is a hot take.
comparison.
I think I refuse to watch that show.
Oh, gosh, you're such a Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
You're such a Tracy, you Grinch.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
You're such a racist, you Grinch.
Wait, is that the thing that came out about her? I didn't.
Probably.
I think she's like fat shaming people or something.
yeah.
Which is basically just as bad.
That's
Yeah,
a race.
if
You
we-
can't choose that.
If we're speculating you did something on the show that you may have.
Look, we all know
You probably did.
the Batch Boys are the forefront of truth and justice in the Bachelor Nation. As you
Right.
all know, hashtag David was there. He hurt Kerpa's chin, but clearly it was on the mend this week because she was back in action better than ever.
Yes, she has a heightened regeneration power.
It's all those urchins.
Yeah, I heard she's going to be a character in Mortal Kombat 11, except it's controversial because she's too powerful.
Yeah, because of her chin.
Urchin.
Urchin.
Urchin. It was an urchin date.
Wow.
Wow.
Batch Boys
I
Nation.
just got that.
It just was said.
Yeah.
So it was said.
That's right.
We should talk about.
No, we should
what's
keep
her
talking
name?
about
Yeah.
Kerpa. That was the biggest part of this whole
Oh.
episode.
Yeah,
Five.
all
It was-
5 minutes of that
It
one-on-one.
was
Yeah.
a one-on-one that got equal time.
And importance.
I just wanted to move on from her as quickly as Colton did.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
well, as you all know, Jake picked Kerpa to save from a no good, terrible, very bad life.
Yeah, some good I'm doing.
Well, I think you're doing fine. They rushed through it. I don't think they're spending any time on
Good.
Kerpa.
Okay,
I don't think he's spending any time on Kerpa.
nice.
It
Called
just
it.
it feels like he kept around the women this week that he like he was like it's almost like he was thinking back to Sean Lowe talking to him about like what he should be doing when he got to this point in the process, like, oh shoot, I should be like narrowing the list down to like the women who are actually grown women ready for marriage and not like just the hot ones that have been intriguing me, which is basically why Demi was sent home, because she was just fun. She was
Somebody scolded him for
yeah.
just enjoing his vacation.
shiny little plate.
Don't call me. Don't make me feel guilty about
Yeah,
my
I
vacation.
Fine, I'll throw a hot one out.
That's basically.
Fine, I'll throw
Fine.
up.
All right, who I'm cutting bait with? All right, jail chick.
I already talked to her mom. What more is there?
That is kind of horrible. He just met her
Yeah,
mom
that
on
was like
the
a very
phone.
like tender, vulnerable moment for her.
Wunderbar.
It was a very wunderbar moment for her.
Well, they say that like when you are dating someone, if you want to see what they're going to be like, if you married them 30 years down the line, you just look at their
mom,
mother,
yeah.
and she'll be in prison. That's what we've learned.
That's how that works.
She's gonna be embezzling. Is this what you want in a wife?
But at least she'll have some weird ladybug purse made out of felt.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it was a butterfly.
Whatever.
She, according to her. I'll defend that to the death.
And
hey, I
somewhat
love
cool
Demi.
ass
Yeah.
How much
dream
Don't worry, you
catchers.
won't have to. Just 20 to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of defending to the death.
Prison.
Prison. Yeah, instead of
It's a
death
fun, yeah, it was
sentence,
it was good.
You would say
Yeah,
prison.
not
sentence.
bad.
Not
good
bad.
joke.
Not
Yeah.
as
Oh,
bad
yeah.
as his
It has something else that happened to me.
his conversation with Sydney.
Yes, that was bad.
Oh.
I've been told.
Well, actually, just the whole thing. I think that is kind of the major drama of the episode. Is that this was kind of drama for the Batch Boys while we were watching the episode because I don't like what Sydney did in that situation. I don't think she was wrong necessarily, but like it came from a sense of self-superiority and self-righteousness, and she was just being mean to him and being mean to the girls there, and I didn't think that was right.
I agree, but she was right about what he
Not
was doing.
necessarily.
What he was doing, she was accurate with, but it came from a place of like insecurity.
But I feel like they were like singling someone out,
I don't know.
and it's like
There's-
something that like hasn't been shown at all, and that's why it was like weird at the end.
Well, it's Hannah.
No,
G.
Are we sure about that?
She's one of them. It's definitely many of them. It's Hannah. It's Never Been
They
Kissed.
think Hannah B is now not serious because
Hannah
she was
B,
drunk. She was hammered.
Demi.
That was hilarious.
It's basically just all the giggly blondes.
Yeah.
Like, is literally who they're talking about. They're
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's mean. That's like, I don't know. I mean,
But I feel like I don't know.
I mean, that's so stereotypically like just expected in this show to just be like, oh, I'm a small giggly blonde. Take me to hometowns.
and cut bait.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm not surprised by that at all. It feels like that's not so hot of a take of her to say.
I don't think it's a
Sydney.
hot take. I just think it's like, I don't know. I think that's just disrespectful. I think
Is
she's
it-
being rude
I
to
mean,
all
I
those
don't know.
girls. I
I
think
guess-
she's being rude to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I find it, interesting that the same people that shared those sentiments with Sydney, like Tasha and Kirpa, they all kind of had this conversation ahead of time and, seemed to be treated similar ways apart from like mud bath dates or whatever. Like, I don't know.
How about the weirdest moment of Bachelor like history for me, where Tasha and it was like to Kirpa, like it's gonna be us in the end. Like,
Yeah,
I
what the
Us
heck
too.
was that?
And then
I know
extended a palm with a big slice across it.
Oh, but it was genuinely weird. It was just like have them like speculate about themselves in front of each other,
Well, in the whole group, everyone was right there. I don't really understand
They
what
must
that
have
and
was.
they're also
further
not front
away.
runners. They're not. They have to know
Tasha
that,
more
right?
so than Kirpa. is
You're
a
right.
front runner.
Yeah,
I think
they're
Tasha's
at-
I would've-
could be Final Four.
They're
That's
but-
what I
Hail
would've
Marys
said,
at this
yeah.
point.
I don't know. I just think I don't know. I don't support that like sense of self-righteousness. Like they're all the same age. They're all the same age. Just because like the one takes herself way more seriously. Like I don't know. Colton's entitled to like want to have like the
Yeah.
girls that are fun and positive
Yeah,
around.
well, I mean, what I'll say
But he
about
shouldn't
that
because we're the anti-season.
exactly.
True. Hey, gosh, I keep being tricked into thinking he's charming,
you just
but I know
love
I
this
dislike
guy.
Yeah.
him.
You gotta snap out of it.
No, I
Ryan.
know.
Making me
It's
sick.
all infatuation. I mean, he's just so.
You're in the
Well,
honeymoon phase.
But hold on though, 'cause
Yeah, we'll break through it.
I agree with Sydney because she's not saying that like it's the ones who are positive and charming. Those are good qualities. She's saying like look out for the shiny toy. She's saying like don't go for the thing that is just like so interesting to you because of how either pretty or like alluring or sexy or whatever, like some kind of concoction of those things, which I think was sort of the Demi thing. I don't think that, and maybe Hannah G.
He literally said he was like, I thought she was talking about Demi,
Yeah, so I
which
kicked
goes
her.
to
I
show
gave her the
his
boot.
like sense of agency. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Sydney told me Demi wasn't serious, so I sent her home. He's like, oh shoot, that's not even what she meant.
Whoops.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah,
very
undo.
telling and like dumb
Yeah,
of
like,
him.
I don't know. Yeah,
But
he
yeah, that was
wanted to
still
look
like one of those raw things I've seen on in a while. Like him just like being honest, he's like, I sent Demi home, like thinking that, like talking to a producer. I don't know. It felt more behind the scenes than they usually get.
Yeah. A
Yeah,
lot of
and
this
that moment
is-
where he was like, "Am I effing missing something?"
Yeah.
He's like, he's kind of freaking out.
Yeah, I
and
think
that's
he's-
clear from the preview as well.
Yeah, he's almost there of just realizing that he's being taken for a total ride by this show. And I think he, I think,
which he is.
Yeah, no, he is. I
Which
just don't think he
everybody
thought that's what would
is.
happen. Yeah, everybody is, and that's what I was gonna say about the, against that whole drama.
You sell
is
your
that
soul.
if you're on this show, like you're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like you're all the same kind of person, as far as I'm.
You sell
know,
your
kind of
soul
concerned.
for the right to sell tummy tea.
Exactly.
It's true though. You try to.
You're all, none of these people on this show have souls. They've all sold them.
They're dead.
None of them, even the nice and good ones.
I feel like the people who play the game well, there's two outcomes, and the overwhelming majority of outcome is that you enter this just like weird pseudo community where you all date each other and you like make a lot of
And
money.
you forget you have real friends. that
Yeah.
were, like there before the show.
And you like Jason Tardik dating like Caitlin Bristow now or
Weird.
whatever. So and you just it's
This is
very
incestuous.
incestuous.
Yeah,
What?
James.
Another one.
That
That's
was
a perfect
double.
place.
That
Right
was
there.
a perfect
double.
word for us too.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of
nice.
Incestuous.
that's like our word, isn't it, Mr. Casey?
It's our word. Yes.
Make sure to write that down so we can go put double audio there.
Well, I was gonna say though that there's either play the game that way or you play the game like a Sean Lowe or whatever the two like Jewish ones. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Who's the
No.
who's that one?
Nick Viall?
No.
ABC
Nick
show?
Viall Jewish?
No, the guy with the shaved head. The shaved head and the two kids. Who's
What?
that dude?
What?
Old season.
Oh.
Come on, Ryan. You're our
He had
resident
kids?
expert.
It was a bachelor that had
Resnick?
2 kids.
No.
Oh, JP.
Yes, thank you,
JP, yeah,
JP.
yeah,
JP rocks.
Juan
Yeah,
Pablo.
yeah.
The
No,
point being
no.
a small
we don't talk
minority.
about him.
We know, but a
No,
small
it's okay.
a small minority
Stop crying.
actually make it to the promised land, and they're with that person they meet on the show. Cool, great. But the majority of the time, like you're just trying to enter this community, right? And she's making the mistake of thinking that it has to be like they're gonna end up together. He's making the mistake. Colton too is having that. You know what I mean? Like
Who
he's.
are we talking about now?
I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the whole show. Everyone's buying into it too hard and losing their minds. Like it's just about like partying, seeing the world, and then entering this weird like Theo said, a tummy tea community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
That's it.
gaining VIP access. You just gotta make it long enough that people kind of remember who you are, and then you can get on Bachelor in Paradise, and then people can like kind of remember who you are
You
for a little
lock it in.
longer, and then you're good for like a year or two,
I
and
bet
then
they-
it's
Yeah, but
over.
then they do bachelor fans versus favorites.
Oh yeah, and heroes versus villains. David versus Goliath.
And Bachelor Exile Island. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to exile you. Please leave.
Will you accept my alliance? Right.
Yes,
I know Survivor.
The
a little
Bachelor
bit.
has spoken.
Drop your buffs.
drop your pants. It's the fantasy suite.
Who were we just talking about?
All of
Everybody,
them.
I
All of
guess.
them.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'll go read the
Everybody's
votes.
just.
I just think
into it.
Colton's freaking out about the fact that like he might not find his wife here, and I think he just needs to know that that's okay.
I guess that's
Like,
the biggest
that's
thing
okay.
that I'm confused about
No,
is
then he's a
like
failure.
suddenly
Yes.
Colton seems
He'd be a
awfully
3-time
like
failure.
suddenly
show.
he seems like very concerned about like finding his wife. And it's something he never like I don't know. I feel like he really seems serious about an engagement right now, and that's kind of catching me off guard because that's the whole anti-season.
It came
is,
out
like,
of nowhere.
Yeah, I think he's getting manipulated. I think he's getting sucked in. It's like you said, but he's so young. He's 26. He's like getting duped.
They're just like scamming kids at
Like,
this
straight
point. Like they're
up.
straight up just taking candy from babies. It's just like socially active baby people.
They're taking kids from parents in jail and just throwing them into Vietnam
It does
with a
feel
former
that way,
football
right?
player.
None of these people are eating candy. They're in such good shape.
So true.
True.
What are they eating? Doesn't matter.
Those
Bugs.
big leaves that
Little
they put on top of
grubs.
Hannah G and
Big
Colton.
leaves.
But they are awfully young.
Nanners.
You know what I mean? Like on
Taters.
average.
What are you having for lunch? Nanners and taters.
How do you look so good? Oh, it's easy. It's just nanners and taters.
You know, Penn and Teller, the guy, the bigger one,
Penn.
he lost a bunch of weight by eating only potatoes for like a month or something.
You know,
It's a fact. Google
That's the
it.
Irish potato famine.
It's called like a potato diet. It's a real thing.
Interesting. Some country just announced that McDonald's, there's a chemical in McDonald's French fries.
It's good for balding.
Helps ward off
yeah,
balding
yeah.
and regrowing hair in certain lab mice. Which I don't know what that means. How do you get a mouse to lose its hair?
I mean, it's not even. It's McDonald's. Only nanners, no taters. You need a balanced diet, man.
Oh, these skinny people with long hair.
Just eating nanners, not getting enough taters.
Everyone's body chemistry is determined by their ratio of nanners to taters.
Can I talk about
Please.
probably the most offensive thing to me this whole season? They
Yeah.
teased me with, "I Poppy, you're making me hot,"
Yes.
That's so true.
for an
So
entire
true.
season,
I know we've talked about it a
and
lot
then
one-on-one,
send her packing.
but I know we've talked about it a lot off the pod. But have we ever actually addressed
I
that
don't
we've
think
been
we
waiting for
have,
that all
yeah.
season? All season long, we've
We
been
should
waiting
have
for.
saved it for the show.
Well, we did, and we're doing it now because the show didn't save it for us. So, Case,
True.
what's the favorite quote of the season that we heard in an early season preview?
We got juked.
Yeah, it's a little ditty that goes, "I Poppy, you're getting me hot."
and if
Making me hot. Yeah, whatever. No, it's getting, right?
Making.
I think it was making.
Making, you're right, it's making.
Nicole says this in a preview, early preview, like
Yeah.
before the season even started. She's fanning herself. It was video. There was video evidence. We got to
Yeah.
find this clip.
Yeah, Nicole's dead, by the way. She's off the show.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah,
God, she
her
was
and
like
Onyeka went
weeping.
home in the
Yeah.
in the first part of the to be.
In the to
coming out
be
of the to be
continued,
continued, yeah.
which was a travesty.
Yes,
Well, thank gosh we don't have
Then
one
they
this
launched
week.
him into the sun.
I think
As they
honestly,
do.
it was a good
right
device.
up there with the big box.
That's true, which has a little box as well this season.
Yeah.
Well, this is a new big box.
Second
Right?
big box. I
Yeah,
didn't know
'cause
you. I
It's
didn't
two
authorize.
small boxes making
No,
a
last
big box.
season we launched it into the sun.
Oh, right. You're talking about big box one.
Yes.
Of course.
RIP, pull
I
some
can't
out.
afford a second big box this season. That's what I thought you were talking
Nobody can. I'm sorry to scare you.
about.
But yeah, no, I Poppy, you're making me hot.
Yeah, we've been waiting all season for Nicole to say, "I Poppy, you're making me hot."
Just like that. That was a clip actually
There is, that was the clip. We found it. That was playback,
on our soundboard.
and I don't know. She never said it. We're disappointed because
Yeah,
now she's gone. And we thought for sure she was going to stay because we were like, "Oh, we haven't heard it. I Poppy, you're making me hot."
Yeah.
And she was like, and then sure enough,
And then she got sent home.
Yeah, you know. That
Hey,
quote she says.
guys, my biggest fear on this show is being misunderstood. And if anyone were to misunderstand me, I would just
absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
True.
True.
You're a
Spot
good
on.
friend.
Good.
And
a
if
better
anyone,
lover.
and if anyone didn't understand the words that came out of your mouth, like maybe a listener of this,
Yeah.
there'd be something wrong with their ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
that-
should
'cause-
double
thank
that
you.
up.
Yeah,
That
let's
means a
double that
lot.
up. Actually, can we play that back? Make
which
sure you
part?
can understand this, Batch Boys Nation. Just the words that you just
the
let
whole
out.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, my biggest fear is being misunderstood. I don't want to be misunderstood because if I was misunderstood, I would.
And that's exactly how we all
Yeah.
feel, I think.
You're making me hot.
So make
It's
sure you
very
understand that.
Human feeling.
Did the boys in the back of that car, did they understand that? Because
They
if
must
not,
have.
they must
I'm
have.
friends with all boys.
We're speaking English here.
Yeah.
How to speak, boy.
Listen close, you boys.
Heed.
Oh boy.
You're
Easy
all right,
now.
boy.
Easy boy.
Whoa.
You're all right, boy.
The sun's getting real low, boy.
You got a deep voice, man.
You
You're
stole my
right,
voice.
Hey, you're stealing my boy. Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. That's my Arthur.
But yeah, she never said it. She
Which is a
never
bummer.
said it.
And now she's gone. And, I think that was good. Colton sent the two the two
he's not
bickering.
there for it.
Yeah, he wasn't there for it. He was over it.
He's there to find his wife, kind of.
His shiny,
Seemingly.
dumb wife.
But no, you don't have time for an
Shiny, dumb
Oneka or a
wife.
Nicole doing
dumb
that
and
stuff.
easy to trick.
I don't know.
That's a stolen bit.
That is funny though. To list under the things you want in a partner, easy to trick. I want someone, smart and cunning, beautiful, kind, and easy to trick.
her job under it says like Lauren G, like easy to trick, and then like after she tells Colton she's fallen in love with him, it says has been tricked.
That's so good.
That's good. That's good. That's nice.
That would be savage.
Be savage. Hey, you gotta write that.
I will.
Guys, Batch Boys is gonna put out a great spoof someday of Bachelor. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
I don't need to remember.
Look out for it. And spin-off podcast coming soon. We're hearing about some great projects
Yeah.
we're really excited about. So be
It's
sure.
too early to plug them though.
Well, we can always plug. Surprise plugs. www.batchboys.net. www.facebook.com/batchboys, at the Batchboys on Instagram, at Batchboys on Twitter, and be sure to subscribe at www.batchboys.net/Fahim. This is a real functioning page on our website. Go to www.batchboys.net/Fahim. You can dox Fahim.
You can send us. You can send us some stuff.
Well, you can dox Fahim directly.
Yeah, you can send us some
via us.
emails.
Yes, that's right. We're looking for your emails. We got some great ones last week. We got too many this week. We're still screening them, so we can't read any on air.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. That's my bad.
Yeah,
Honestly, don't bother sending them. We have way too many.
No.
It's fine.
Send them because
We'll get to them.
we're getting to
We're
them.
gonna get a team going.
Yeah,
It's
we've
fine.
hired some interns.
like a bucket brigade.
Yeah, they're doing it for school credit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Brandman University.
that's right, Brandman, sponsored by Brandman. Let toast
To Brandman.
to Brandman University.
Broke Chapman.
Just like digital Chapman, like imaginary Chapman is what it is.
Yeah, it's like imaginary school. You sign up or don't. It's the same thing.
I heard Demi's mom goes to Brandon.
No, she goes to prison. Not anymore though. She's out.
she graduated.
She now just goes to meetings once every 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Picks up trash.
No, she's clear. It was a white
She's
collar
out.
crime, you guys. It was a white collar crime. Making fun of her is acceptable. But
Are
unless
we
you
sure?
painted it.
Did
Yeah, I
we
don't
find
know.
out for sure?
She
that
just
it's a
went to
white collar?
crime
Embezzle.
rehab is all. That's
Yeah,
all this
pretty
was.
much.
I'm addicted to crime. I can't stop criming.
Please sneak some crime in for me.
Bunk check. You do any crimes? What are these tax documents?
What's under your pillow?
Nothing.
What's this shredder?
I don't know.
Is that the church communion?
I'd like to see that.
What else is there to plug? Nothing to plug. Any other thoughts to plug? That was a really spoilery rest of the season preview.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt like that
What
was
the
a
heck
little
was that all
too
about?
much.
I'm like, fortunately,
He gets
rapidly
engaged at the
forgetting-
end.
Yeah, what the heck
We
is
already
this?
know one person that's going to hometowns, and we
Or,
are a recap
well,
No,
podcast.
we know that
Right,
she met
yeah.
his family, and that could mean next week.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
literally,
makes sense. Yeah.
families show up randomly
His
His
family.
though is that
sometimes.
The traditional
Yeah.
the tradition of last
Usually
week
it's
or
the last
whatever,
two
yeah,
girls.
it's not relevant anymore
Hmm.
because it can be that and something else. It's always going to be that, but someone's going to meet him early. Someone who doesn't matter. Hopefully,
Yeah,
Hannah
remember
beat.
Ari?
Wait, did-
Lauren
yeah.
met Ari's parents like
no, I remember that.
first
That was
date. So weird.
weird. Did
That is weird.
That is weird. Super weird.
Yeah.
Did
Super dumb.
did anybody?
They're perfect for Scottsdale.
Dang it! It doesn't matter. I whispered. I wish I could remember what I was saying. I was talking about the parents. Do they usually meet his parents, or is it the final two, or do they ever? Is
Yeah,
it-
the final two usually meet his
They
parents,
do?
but
okay.
Started
It's-
showing up.
it's
at
been
random.
Hometowns,
happening
he meets all of
frequently.
their families, and then the final two
Yes.
meet his.
Yeah, but like
Yes.
again, it's just I feel like the Bachelor, Bachelorette's parents like pop in randomly now.
That's really interesting. That's an interesting
if they
change of
can,
events.
if they're free.
Yeah, or out of jail.
if that's how it worked, it's like the final 4 he meets their parents. The final 3 all have sex in a hotel, and then the final 2 meet
At
his
the same
parents.
Yes.
Like that's a really.
Are they
that's-
all going to take his virginity?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's gonna
only
tell
one
each and
will.
every one of them that he's still a virgin.
There's no
yeah.
way. I mean, like, he's going to do it, right?
Yeah, but
Like, for
yes.
sure.
Yeah,
ABC probably paid a ton of money. I've said it before on the show. I bet ABC paid him a ton of money.
But then it's like
To do it.
the one he does it with is probably gonna win.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think he only does it with one.
Yeah,
I bet
think
it's
so, too.
Hannah. G.
I bet it's Cassie.
I'll bet it's Cassie. I put money on Cassie.
Really.
I wouldn't. I think that you're just projecting.
Although
Yeah.
And a G.
Cassie,
Yeah, because you guys
Cassie-
keep forgetting that it's Colton who's a bachelor. He
Yeah,
sucks.
it's not you.
no,
we
I
all
don't
know
It was
Cassie
different.
rocks,
You
but-
didn't. Casey S didn't even watch last week's episode, but that's okay because he was busy traveling. Oh well, no, that's not
no,
true.
you're
We
busy
tied him
serving
up.
us as
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
were
right.
there.
Yeah, it's a very painful experience for me. I don't want to talk about it
Yeah,
much.
you-
I don't have a lot to
Yeah, we
say.
don't
You
like to
guys
remind
might, but I don't have a lot to say about it. You know,
Yeah, you-
repressing the memories.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
no,
That's
thank you.
healthy.
That's the way you should handle it.
That
Um,
won't come up later.
But I don't know. But Cassie and him did seem to have this crazy connection that was even more next level than what we saw tonight with Hannah G.
Really, more than the spa date where they're under the banana leaves.
That was pretty spicy.
Holding hands, making
was
banana
so gross.
bushels.
They were just-
Eating nanners and
Yeah, they
taters.
made nanner hands. They made their hands into nanners under the banana leaves. And then they were in a bucket of mud in the immediate next shot. It went like a match cut of them kissing under the leaves.
Is that what muddin is?
That's
That's
like,
probably what muddin
that's like
is.
hoity-toity.
Oh, that's what
muddin.
Tia's
what
doing.
mud
That's
is.
like that's like
Let's
rich
not give
muddin.
Tia like more credence than she deserves. No.
What if
Muddin is like plowing a tractor through a muddy field?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's going to a nice spa place and making out in a
Bucket
barrel
of
full of mud.
In a bucket of bananas. Bucket
Or
of
it's
bananas.
or it's having one too many
Oh my
chili
God.
dogs down
down at Chili's.
yeah, chili dogs at Chili's.
Chili's dogs. It's $1 Chili's dogs at Chili's.
Having to call it a night too early and leave your date behind
You
because
want
you're
one of our
mudding.
dogs?
That old bucket of Chili's dogs.
I'm going mud in at Buca de Beppo later. You want to join?
I'm thinking that Colton like is as bad as we thought all along.
Wow.
Really?
It-
Because
Welcome
I've
back.
actually,
Well,
like,
yeah,
I have
you
not
came
hated him
around.
nearly as much as I thought I would the entire season. I'll
Me
admit that.
too, but I think I don't dislike him, but I do think look, I know he's bad for this show. For the same reason that Sydney's right that some of these girls are bad for this show. They're young. These people aren't trying to get married. I don't think they are. But Colton is just weak-willed. That's what he is. Like we said, he's breaking. He's falling for the illusions himself. He hears trash talk and then immediately throws people under the bus, just regurgitates information. He's like a little he's a little puppy. He's just a little puppy.
He's doing what he's told. He's just listening to anyone and anything and trying so hard to not make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And that's just not what you do. You have to actually trust the relationships that you're having and like believe what you see.
Yes.
Like you don't need to go investigate the girls' dramas and find out, get to the bottom of it and make a decision off that. You just need to say, "Oh, that's cool. Like work it out," and then like put them on a 2-on-1 and you'll end up with one of them.
Yeah, honestly,
Drama done.
like I know it's the anti-season, but Colton, as far as I can tell, in my opinion, is the most like innocent bachelor of all time.
no, he's
Except
very-
for Juan
he's like
Pablo.
pure.
He's,
Yeah.
yeah,
Real,
he's just-
like, which
he's
is
very
funny because we were hypothesizing that he schemed his way to this position,
right.
I think
which he
he's
probably
just-
did.
Probably did. He's
I
young
think
and wasn't
honestly
ready and-
he just like bumbled his way in. I think
Yeah.
literally and maybe literally through Bumble. It's probably how he met
Probably.
Tia.
Bumbled his way
He
in.
bumbled his way in. He but I mean I think I don't think Colton could have calculated any of this.
What do you guys think his Bumble picture would be?
The
Him in
shower.
a shower.
Yeah.
I was gonna say him,
All of his
him like
pictures.
shirtless on a speedboat or something.
all
With
of his
some college
pictures are
buddies.
him in one shower, just different angles.
Yeah.
Although he did break the witch's
Well, at least
curse
one of
last
those
week.
with the
Yes.
ropes.
He uses
The
one a
witch's
year.
curse.
Yeah, we all know that the Batch Boys Nation has been following closely Colton's witch's curse. So, you want to tell everybody what we saw last week?
If you'd like me to, yeah.
The spell's been broken.
The spell has been broken. He took a shower in a different shower. And as you know, the spell is that he is only allowed to take a shower whenever he needs a shower. He doesn't need to, but when he does, he's got to fly back to the Bachelor mansion and take a shower there or wherever his hotel was.
One of those. So she didn't specify.
Yeah. She was like kind of aloof.
I think she was drunk.
She might,
Hannah B was so
Yeah.
drunk.
Yes.
For sure drunk.
We already talked about it a little bit, but wow. She
Did we?
seemed fun. I mentioned it. I like her a lot. She's grown on me. I think she's quirky.
Wait.
Yeah, no, she's
You missed
definitely
her
not
last
one of
week,
those.
too.
What about
landmines
that
Sydney
is-
was talking
oh
about?
My God,
Well, he missed when
She
she when
is-
ate bugs.
maybe.
She 100%
Is what?
one of the landmines, the shiny objects that Sydney's talking about.
Well, the Bachelor sketch on Saturday Night Live put it well. That was like, I've never been myself even once.
Yes.
And that's like her for real.
100%. Yeah, she's like that's the thing is like which is so sad about her story is like just watching her totally change. She went from being like this, relatively quiet, I would say, compared to now, person who just had this beef with
Yeah,
Kaylin.
and she was cold. And
Yeah,
like,
she was just and had revenge on the mind. It was just mean, and now she's just like giggly and fun and eats bugs for fun
For
on
sustenance.
on her own time. And it's like, who are you?
Yeah, you
She's
didn't. You
getting
missed
totally
that. She eats
plastered.
bugs. She
It's
goes
just-
around.
she's
she
whack.
Goes around
I'm not
wherever
surprised
hotel.
by that.
I don't know. I
180
think
and it's
she's
scary.
like fun. Now she's
No,
fun.
man.
I like the new her.
No, any
Woof.
Yeah,
Ryan.
no thanks.
I don't mind her. I'm kind of in the middle.
Hey, man.
Isn't she like Miss
To each their
Alabama?
own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no thanks.
I don't know.
all.
Now she
Enough
seems
said.
fun.
From like the 48th state on the list of states I prefer. No way.
Yeah,
Right before
ahead
the
of
Dakotas.
Alaska.
Nice.
Alaska's got personality.
Mhm. In Hawaii,
And you
they
could
got
see Russia
everything
from
that we'll
there.
take from them.
Come off it, you Howley.
Okay, all right, okay, because I'm from the mainland.
Yeah, bro.
Whatever, I can defend.
Come off it. Leave us cakeys alone.
Man,
Me-
where's John Quinones? I'm being attacked.
What would you do?
If you were a local Hawaiian getting racially attacked,
Having affair with boyfriend.
Yeah, real quick, second plug, surprise plug, final plug of the
the
night.
Quinones boys.
Yeah, the Quinones boys coming out. We're going to be recapping weekly episodes. What would you do with John Quinones on ABC? Fantastic show if you're not watching. Find out. Tune in next time. I'm Ryan S.
I'm Casey S.
I'm Jake C.
I'm Alex F.
And this podcast is The Batch Boys, and it's going to be back next week. And hopefully we forget all the spoilers that the preview showed us.
Yeah,
I think we'll learn that they weren't as spoily as we thought.
Yeah,
Probably.
there's
Yeah,
definitely
we're
some
gonna
At least I
drag
hope
around.
so.
There's definitely some misdirections.
They showed Cassie in a car.
It was a hearse too. Big spoiler.
Yeah, and that coffin back there just said Demi on it. What is that?
And there was
Eagle-eyed
no one
viewers.
behind the wheel. It was a
Spirit.
Tesla hearse.
That's right. This episode
A
of Batch
Google
Boys
hearse.
was sponsored by Tesla as well. Get plugged. Cheers. Hooray.
Hooray.
Hooray.